We have a missing person.
21-year-old Bethany Decker, 5 months pregnant and lives on her own here in Ashford.
It was either neighbors or a friend, police are saying, that saw her going into her apartment or was at her apartment on January 29th.
It took 3 weeks for her to be reported missing.
3 weeks?
No one's seen her since.
Her husband Emil had just deployed with the Army National Guard to Afghanistan on February 2nd.
He's in the Army serving our nation. Yeah, that's where he is.
Investigators say Bethany did not see her husband off at the airport when he left overseas.
Why didn't she go see him off?
Great question. Don't know. We would like to know the answer to it.
The biggest question right now was, is he the last person to see her alive?
We have been in contact with him, and we're going to have further contact.
We are taking your calls live at this hour. The husband comes home from Afghanistan and is named a person of interest, but don't jump to conclusions, because so is the boyfriend. They're both named persons of interest. This mom, a pregnant Army wife, a co-ed, a mother expecting her second child, goes missing. The day before the day she vanishes, her husband sees her boyfriend sees her. Last time she's seen alive, her Hyundai sitting out in the parking lot. Inside the apartment, no Bethany. At first, everyone assumed her unborn child belonged to her husband. Then the story changed. It was her boyfriend's. Tonight, cops admit they don't know who's the baby's daddy. One thing they do know, she's missing, and it took over 3 weeks for anybody to report her missing. Didn't the husband and the boyfriend notice? She's gone? Out to the lines, Linda in Washington. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Nancy. Thank you for taking my call, and I want to say thank you for being the voice for all the victims. You're definitely an angel. I have 2 questions. Have they done a polygraph test on the boyfriend and the husband? And it seems like by now they should have been able to figure out who was using her Facebook, or are they just dragging their feet on that?
To David Lohr, crime reporter, AOLnews.com, joining us tonight from Pennsylvania. David, that is a fairly simple thing to do once you get the computer. Now, didn't they get the husband's computer, the laptop he was using in Afghanistan, and the boyfriend's computer?
Yeah, they actually served a search warrant on the boyfriend's house recently. They got several cell phones, a Mac computer, external video decoder, a remote control device, whatever that means, and some miscellaneous receipts and stuff. But what's also interesting about that search warrant is where the section in it where they have to put the reason for the search, they were putting suspicion of first or second degree murder. So that goes a long way towards telling us where their heads are. They say they don't suspect foul play, but they put that in the search warrant.
Alicia Lawyers, Eleanor Odom, Washington, D.C., Richard Herman, Las Vegas, Peter Odom, Atlanta. Richard, did you hear that? On the warrants, the police say suspicion of murder, and you're still trying to tell the viewers, oh, she just disappeared to be with a third guy?
Yeah, wasn't that unethical of them to put that in a warrant?
I hate to break this to you and Odom,
decision?
But she's probably at 6 months pregnant, probably not that interested in a third guy right now. I don't know what else I need to say to explain it to you any further, but I don't think she's disappeared with a lover. What about it, Odom?
Nancy, the police are going to talk about suspicion of murder, but that doesn't exclude the possibility that there might be something else going on. And the police would be foolish to only focus on the possibility of murder.
So, Eleanor Odom, when Peter Odom says something else might be going on, yeah, like little green men may have blown in from Saturn. Maybe they took her, Eleanor. Maybe that's what happened.
Peter's misguided, Nancy, and they had to have probable cause to get that warrant. And let's keep the focus on the victim.
For those of you just joining us, 21-year-old Bethany Decker missing, and tonight her husband and her boyfriend named persons of interest.